Hi, I am Lainey Hawes, and I live in Fort Worth, Texas. And I am a mom to 4 kids in public schools in Texas. And 3 years ago, the book banning madness took over my children's school district. And it all started with this book. And they brought this book up and they talked about how horrific it was. And I thought, I have that book on my shelf at home and my children are reading it. And I went home and read it and I could not understand what was wrong. But this book was used as the vehicle, which still exists in my district because there is nothing in it worth banning or censoring, even in Texas apparently. But it triggered a movement that led to the challenge of 41 titles in my children's school district. Interestingly enough, before the fall of 2021, not a single book had ever been officially challenged in my children's school district, which is Keller ISD, ever. This was a movement. This wasn't organic. This was about ideas, you know. And this here is one of the books that was challenged in my children's school district, and I had the honor of serving on the book challenge committee to evaluate the book. And we saved it. And we brought it back to library shelves. And a few months later, a PAC came in and took over our school board, and they pulled the book back off of shelves. And so I've learned a lot about book banning in Texas and have since then joined with other parents in the state, and we have created an organization called the Texas Freedom to Read Project, and we fight book banning across the state of Texas. And books shouldn't be banned because students have the right to read. Students have the right to access information and ideas. Students are people with rights. They are not property of their parents. They are real people. Of course, we don't believe that young children should have access to sexually explicit materials. No one does, actually. But the freedom to read is important because it's a First Amendment right. The freedom to access information and ideas is what makes us, as America, who we are. Libraries are a bastion of free speech, and they are symbolic of everything our country stands for. And when we allow books to be banned because of the ideas that exist within them, we have lost our identity as America.